Number 22. The graph of f of x equals 4x squared over x squared minus 4 has how many asymptotes? So there are three kinds of asymptotes. You have vertical asymptotes that occur whenever the denominator of your rational function is 0. You have horizontal asymptotes that happen whenever you get really large or really small values of x, and then the value of the function converges to a single value. And then you have slant asymptotes that you get whenever the degree of the top expression is one more than the degree of the denominator. So looking at this, we already know that we have no slant asymptotes because we have an x squared on top and an x squared on bottom. So let's start out by looking for vertical asymptotes. So to do that, all we have to do is factor the top and the bottom. So 4x squared, that doesn't really factor. I suppose you could take out a 4, but then it doesn't. Yeah, you can't really factor. It's just one expression, or one term. But with x squared minus 16, we have a difference of squares. So we can factor that to be x plus 4 and x minus 4. And so you get a vertical asymptote anytime that the denominator is 0 after you've canceled with things in the numerator. This time there wasn't anything to cancel in the numerator, and so you're going to have a vertical asymptote when x plus 4 equals 0, and a vertical asymptote when x minus 4 equals 0. And so you have one at x equals negative 4 and one at x equals 4, so you have two vertical asymptotes. Then for horizontal asymptotes, you get a horizontal asymptote whenever x gets either really big, approaches infinity, or really small, and it approaches negative infinity. So we can kind of think about that. So for infinity, I'm not actually going to use infinity just to make it a little bit more clear. For infinity, I'm just going to say that that's a big number like 999. And for negative infinity, I'm just going to say it's negative 999. All that really matters is that this is what the value is approaching. So let's see, if we put in f of 999, let's see, we get 4 times 999 squared divided by 999 squared minus 16. So as this number gets bigger and bigger, so 999 isn't infinity, obviously, but as that number gets bigger and bigger, this minus 16 here becomes more and more insignificant, to the point where we can just pretty much ignore it. And so now what the problem turns into is just 4 times 999 squared divided by 999 squared. And so here we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 4. Now we have to see what happens whenever x gets really small. So f of negative 999, you might be able to guess this already because we have the squares, but I'm going to work it out anyway. So it's going to be 4 times negative 999 squared divided by, here I need to move this a little bit. It's going to be divided by, let me get to my pen, divided by negative 999 squared minus 16. And so like before, as this number gets bigger and bigger, this minus 16 is going to become insignificant. So I'm just going to ignore it. And so negative 999 squared divided by negative 999 squared, those will cancel. And the horizontal asymptote on the left is also going to be 4. So you have vertical asymptotes at negative 4 and 4, and a horizontal asymptote at 4. And so in the end, we want to know how many asymptotes there are. There are 3 asymptotes. So if you have any questions from other tests, make sure to leave a comment and I'll make a video with a solution. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. This has been Investigative Math, and I'll see you next time.